Hello and welcome to this episode of Crate Conversations. I am here today with Chief Forrester of our Brick Township Police Department. Excited to be here to talk with him today about some of the issues that have been coming up over the last few weeks here in town. I know I've had a lot of people from the community reach out concerned about the uptick in crime and concerns about stolen cars and homes being broken into. And I thought it was a really good idea for us to get together and talk about, what's going on and some things that we can do to help you and help remediate some of the issues that are happening in town. So thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I can't express how much I appreciate this and you giving me the opportunity to speak with the public and let them know that we are working tirelessly on these acts, these criminal acts that are being committed against our citizens. Mm-hmm. And I want them to know the things that they can do to help protect themselves mm-hmm. and make themselves not easy targets for these criminals.
Great. I think that's important to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that it's worth mentioning, this isn't just a Brick Township problem. This is a county problem. This is a state problem. This is a nationwide problem. Not that gives it any excuse to go on. Mm-hmm. I would say that we are working with the New Jersey State Police Auto Task Force, federal agencies, county agencies, and other local law enforcement agencies to combat these types of crimes from happening.
Great.
We meet often. We share information. We have technology throughout the township. More plate readers, cameras, other things to help us. Citizens cameras, ring mm-hmm. cameras, mm-hmm. Things that help us and aid in the investigation. Some things I can't discuss,
of course,
unfortunately, because I don't want to jeopardize the investigation. As you know, most of the people that are actually committing these acts are the bottom level mm-hmm. of a greater, more evil organized crime syndicate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's our number one priority right now.
Yeah.
Is to combat auto theft mm-hmm. and these criminals from stealing. It's mostly property crimes. These are crimes of opportunity. So I would say to the residents of Brick Township that if they can help us by protecting themselves mm-hmm. and by securing their vehicles, mm-hmm. by making sure that they lock their windows and doors, mm-hmm. not only for their vehicles but also for their houses. Yeah. We've had some instances recently where the individuals have tried pulling on doors, have even used garage door openers to open mm-hmm. garage doors, and then if you're inside door that obviously leads into your house, they try to get in real quick, look for pocketbooks, wallets, purses, keys, fobs, whatever they can grab, and it's really quick in and out. But that's something that is very disturbing. Mm-hmm. That's something new.
Yeah.
So I would also encourage all of our residents to lock their windows, doors, use their security systems. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people, I have a security system or a ring camera, but it wasn't working. Mm-hmm. It hasn't been working.
Yeah.
Make sure they're operational.
Right.
Make sure they're working. I would say have your residents well lit. Mm-hmm. Right, doors locked, windows locked, well lit. Be good neighbors. Look out for each other.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody
That's a big
knows.
One.
Yeah. Nobody knows your block, your street, your neighbors' habits, the cars that come and go. Mm-hmm. You're our eyes and ears. You see something, you should say something. You know that vehicle doesn't belong in there.
Right.
Especially the hours that it's occurring. Not to say that it can't happen on any hours. We've mm-hmm. had some incidents where they don't happen between the early morning hours, between 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and 5, 6 a.m. Mm-hmm. They do occur, but recently it has been happening in the early morning hours.
Yeah.
But again, don't leave your vehicle running.
I know that's a tough one because, not when I'm in a store. Sometimes I just want to heat my car up in the morning, and
right.
Unless if I can lock it, I can do it, I suppose. But that's just something that we're used to doing that we probably have to not do as much, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's okay. Like I said, as long as you have an alarm system,
right?
It's locked. I would prefer you have a cold car.
You're right. I prefer to have a car, so yes,
well, that too.
Yeah,
also,
so
right.
I'll live with it.
Right, a cold car is better than no car.
Yeah.
again, and again, if you see something suspicious, let us know. Don't confront the individuals.
Yeah.
We don't want these individuals. They're not good. These criminals, I should say. Call 911.
Yeah.
Call us immediately. Don't wait. You're not. Sometimes people call. They're like, "Oh, I didn't want to bother you. It was late.
Yeah.
Midnight."
But you're all out already anyway. You're already out there. Yeah.
And so if you call at midnight, that's somebody's day shift.
Yes.
That's the hours that they work. They're up. They're alert. We're waiting for these calls.
Right.
We have our officers are proactively going up and down each and every street in the town. Obviously, calls permitting. Right. We prioritize our calls.
Of course.
But we have our street crimes unit out also. They're patrolling. So we're out there, and our guys are doing, our guys and gals, our officers are doing a great job. And I'm sure, as you know, a lot of us live in town,
yes.
have families in town, grew up in town. We take pride in the town. It's great pride to protect the town, and we take it seriously.
I think what you brought up before too about us, those of us who are not police officers in the community, how we're really play an integral part in helping you to catch some of these people. Because as many patrols as you have out, we have so many streets and so many neighborhoods. You can't possibly be everywhere at once. But like you said, we know who's supposed to be in our neighborhood. So if we see something not right,
absolutely,
the best thing is to call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can't solve a lot of crimes without the help from our community.
Yeah.
And so if you have these security cameras, there's incident, review them for us. Take the time out, review them for us. We try to let you know when the incidents do occur. Sometimes it's not as quick as I'm sure the public would like. That's probably because we're following up on the leads and on the investigations first, and we don't want to tell people, "Oh, we know who they are, we know where they're at," those types of things. So, again, the investigation and then the prosecution of these criminals is very important. Obviously, public safety's number one, but also a successful apprehension and conviction.
I think so, because that helps to send a message to anybody else wanting to come in the community to do these things, knowing that our police force is out there looking, ready, apprehending, and then, hopefully with convictions, we can slow this down a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the more unsuccessful they are, the less they're going to come.
Right. They won't bother. They'll move on to the next target.
And that's why we have at the Parkway exits, entrances, we have signboards. Over the summer out on Route 35, we had signboards for the people that are just on vacation for a week.
Yes, reminding us.
Reminding everybody, right? Lock your vehicle, secure your belongings, hide your valuables, lock them in the trunk, take them with you, right? It's all about safety and security.
Sure.
The days of, I always leave my door open, are long gone. They've been long gone.
Yeah.
We need you to help us, help yourselves, protect yourselves.
Yes.
Like I said, because if they come here and they strike out and don't get a vehicle, they're not going to come back anymore.
Right. It's a waste of their time.
It is.
Yeah.
And another thing that a lot of people don't understand: these vehicles are being used for more violent crimes in other areas throughout the state.
Right.
They're doing armed robberies. They're doing hold up to gas station. So shootings. So they're using these vehicles. Some are getting sold, some are getting chopped up, right? Some are getting sent overseas, but quite a few of them are also being used in other crimes throughout the state.
Right. Well, these are really good, helpful tips. So I just think when I get home each day, I've changed my routine. I never used to lock my car. I'm going to be honest. I didn't lock my car, and I'd leave all my junk in there and wouldn't think anything of it. But I have changed my routine. I get home, I make sure I take my bags out of my car, because I think should they look in my car and they see a bag, they might think there's something worth it. There's nothing worth it in the bag, but just in case, take the bag out, lock the car. Even my husband, who's got a junky old car, he's been locking that, because you never know. Right. And we do lock our doors and windows, and we've changed what we do. During the day when we're all home, obviously it's you can have your windows open and fresh air come in. At least I do. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, again, yeah, I would suggest.
It's a good breezy day out.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you have a storm door.
Yeah, that
and
can be
a
locked.
screen door, lock your doors.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
help yourself, not the victim.
Yes. Yeah.
Of crime.
Yeah, I think it's just a change of mindset. I think once we get into that mindset of this is how I can keep myself safe, this is how I can keep my family safe. If I'm out at the store, I got to make sure I lock my car at the store as well. I can't, even if I'm just running in for a minute to grab a, gallon of milk, maybe just lock your car anyway, because you just don't know that 5 minutes, anybody could really take it. They're not, maybe they don't take the car, but they take whatever you had in the car, and I think that's just a crime of opportunity, it's opportunity for them to look, right? I don't know the right term, but yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Property crimes usually are crimes of opportunity.
Yeah, so.
If you're going to leave something valuable out and there's going to be an opportunity for a thief or a criminal to take advantage of you and steal your belongings, they will. Absolutely,
yeah. So aside from everything that we talked about today, one of the things that we'll have in another Crave conversation is our community policing. We're going to talk about that and break down some of the things that we're doing preventatively in our own town for the people who live here. Because, like you said, the people who are the real criminals in the town they're not the people who are living here. Right? Because we do a lot of prevention ahead of time with maybe at-risk people who already live in town. And that's some of the things that we can talk about as well in the future. But are there any other things that you think you want to share with the public about safety or anything that's going on?
Yeah, well, I guess one other thing that a lot of the vehicles that are being stolen, they are high-end vehicles, your BMWs, your Mercedes, your Range Rovers. It's not to say that they won't steal a Jeep or other vehicles, but the newer vehicles are equipped with a tracking system, like a GPS tracking system. Or make sure you register your vehicle. Use those tools and the technologies that's installed in the vehicles, and take the time out. A lot of people that I'm not gonna register for this, but those things will and can aid in investigations.
And I guess I don't have a car with a fob, but never leave the fob.
Never leave
in
the
your
fob.
car.
and try not to and take it towards like the center of the house. Don't leave it close in any kind of close proximity to the vehicle.
Bring your garage door opener. That's another thing we talked about.
Yeah, that's another thing that you would do. And then also, and if you don't, just make sure the door going into your house is locked.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Lock everything: your screen doors, your windows. Shut your windows.
Yeah. Well, winter's coming, so we'll want all of our windows shut anyway soon.
That's
it'll
true.
Be too cold, so it'll be all right.
And then, but again, criminals don't care how cold it is outside.
It's true.
They're still going to be out there. We still have to be vigilant. And any information, any tips, if you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. But if you would call, call in and let us know. We'll transfer you to our investigations division. They're waiting. They're waiting on a lot of tips that we do receive. They've helped out. Great. Investigations and actually led to arrests.
Excellent. So that's another way the community can help as well. That goes with the see something, say something. Right. Don't be afraid to report it. If it's a dead end, it's a dead end. But at least maybe it's not, right? And
absolutely.
Then you have that,
and that's the thing. We're all in this together.
Yep.
Right. It's not just the police department. It's the mayor, the council. It's the school officials.
Yeah.
Right. It's the people in the community, our businesses. It's everybody working together and providing that information. Like, I saw some, but I didn't think to report it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Let us determine that.
Right.
Like, let us know.
You're the experts.
Right. People know when there's something wrong.
Exactly.
Right. You get
that weird feeling.
Yeah.
Like that just doesn't. It doesn't feel right.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
So when you have those senses, pick up the phone and let us know.
Well, what's the number they can call that's the non-emergency number?
The non-emergency number is the main number 732-262-1100.
Okay.
Or they can call directly to our investigations division, our street crimes division. Unit is 732-262-1120.
Excellent. And that'll be up on the screen here for you to see that. So you can call those numbers if you see anything that you think is suspicious and you want to call it in.
Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing, too, please follow us on Facebook, our social media. We oftentimes put posts out as far as what the current crime trends are. what kind of scams or frauds that might be going on. So please follow us on Facebook. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us through those non-emergency numbers, and we'll talk to you and we'll let you know what's going on. There's things that you don't want to be getting your information from your neighbors or your Facebook friends, who sometimes who have misinformation. You want to hear, directly from us. If we can, we'd love to share it with you.
Great.
A lot of times we do it. If we don't, it's intentional.
Right. You're busy. You're busy working on something.
We're busy working on it, and it's information that we can't release at this time.
But you do have great, on the Facebook page, they have great press releases they put up, or like you said, sometimes the statistics or different scams to look for. So I follow you guys and see what you guys post all the time. So it's good stuff.
Absolutely, and I would love for you to definitely invite myself back on, some of our employees, other officers, like you mentioned, community policing, and neighborhood watch, and the other programs that we offer. I'd like to discuss with you on the
That'd be fantastic. I really appreciate you coming out today. Thank you so much. I hope that all the information that we shared today was helpful. And please don't hesitate to reach out or call if you see anything suspicious. We're all in this together, and we want to help make Brick safe and keep Brick safe. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great.